Here's the top stories for September 29th. Controversial Zaldy Co has resigned as a member of the House of Representatives. Malacanang Palace says President Marcos won't allow anomalous projects in the 2026 budget. Former PNP Chief Azurin has been named as the new investigator of the Independent Commission for Infrastructure. The Senate panel approved the office of the Vice President's 902 million pesos budget in less than an hour. 4 people are dead and 8 others wounded in a shooting and fire at a Michigan church, police said. ACO Bicol Party List Representative Zaldy Co has resigned as a member of the House of Representatives amid calls for him to come home from abroad and answer allegations on 2025 budget insertions and the flood control project's corruption scandal. Co's resignation letter was received by the office of House Speaker Faustino Bogie D. III at 2:35 p.m., Monday, September 29th. Co then shared the letter on his social media just before 4 p.m. The former Committee on Appropriations chairman cited imminent threat to the lives of his family members and himself as main reason for his resignation. The ACO Bicol Party List will inform your good office of the nominee who will take my place in the House of Representatives, it added. Reports said that lawyer John Chan was next on the list of the party list's nominees. Malacanang has assured the public that President Marcos will not permit any irregular projects in the 2026 national budget, vowing a clean process following the controversies that hounded this year's appropriations. Communications Undersecretary Claire Castro said this amid ongoing investigations into anomalous flood control projects and realignment of funds to the administration's priority programs. In a press briefing on Monday, September 29th, Castro said Marcos has made clear that questionable provisions will be struck down, a remark that the president has been repeating since his State of the Nation address in July. Asked about the criticisms that the proposed 2026 national budget was among the most corrupt, a phrase earlier used by former Senator Franklin Drilon, the palace official said the public's anger over questionable insertions mirrors the president's own frustration. She added that those who made such moves should reflect on their duty as true public servants. Castro emphasized that the palace's position is to put the nation's money into programs that deliver lasting benefits, which is in line with Marcos's commitment to prudent spending. President Marcos has appointed former Philippine National Police Chief Rodolfo Azurin Jr. as special advisor and investigator of the Independent Commission on Infrastructure. Malacanang announced Monday, September 29th. In a statement, the Office of the President said Azurin will formally assume his duties once he concludes personal and administrative arrangements. The administration is confident that General Azurin's experience and leadership will further strengthen the Commission's mandate to uphold accountability and transparency in the use of public funds. The statement read, Azurin will replace Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong at the ICI following the latter's resignation, amid concerns about a supposed conflict of interest. President Marcos thanked Mayor Benjamin Magalong for his service and contributions during his tenure. In less than an hour, a Senate Finance Subcommittee panel swiftly approved on Monday, September 29th, the Office of the Vice President's proposed budget for 2026, amounting to 2.895 million pesos, for plenary consideration. This was after Senate Majority Leader Juan Miguel Migs Zubiri cited parliamentary courtesy. When the OVP and the President visit, we give them parliamentary courtesy and usually their budgets. And in this case, the budget of the Vice President is already a lean and mean budget, Zubiri said. Maybe we can afford them the courtesy that we can approve the budget, of course, after the manifestations. On the part of the leadership of the Senate, we'd like to extend that courtesy to the Office of the Vice President, he added. The situation was different from the scenario last year, wherein Vice President Sara Duterte had a heated exchange with Senator Risa Hontiveros over the distribution of Isang Kaibigan books, a children's book authored by Duterte that was allotted 10 million pesos. Meanwhile, in her presentation, Vice President Sara Duterte stated that in 2024, the OVP exceeded the obligation rate of 85%, with a budget utilization rate of 85.55%. A total of 1.783 billion pesos was obligated, with a disbursement rate of 86.03%, or 1.53 billion pesos. A gunman opened fire inside a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints chapel in Michigan during a Sunday service and set the building ablaze, killing at least 4 people and injuring 8 others. Police shot and killed the suspect, authorities said. Hundreds of people were inside the church in Grand Blanc Township when a man rammed a 4-door pickup with 2 American flags in the truck bed through the front door, then got out of the vehicle and started shooting. Police Chief William Rennie told reporters, investigators believe he deliberately set the building on fire, Rennie said. Officers responded to a 911 call and were at the church within 30 seconds and killed the shooter about 8 minutes later, Rennie said. After the suspect left the church, 2 officers pursued him and engaged in gunfire, the chief said. Rennie identified the suspect as Thomas Jacob Sanford, 40, from neighboring Burton. Rennie did not specify a motive at a news conference on Sunday evening. Police cordoned off the street leading to the suspect's home. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media. Thanks for tuning in to the Manila Bulletin Daily Rundown.